Hello everybody, this is St. Charles. It is Saturday, the 3rd of May 2025. We're going to start with MSMN. And this one here is one which we gave the red box target here, which was absolutely bang on, wasn't it? So in Friday's trading, we went into that red box there at 0.058 up to 0.0584. So we've hit that target. Now I'm going to flip to the weekly chart because I think this is where it's playing out. And for me, you know, as long as this news that comes out is really good, I think this is pretty clear. I think that we've had a sort of a wave one from this strong reversal zone back here. That was to there. We've had a corrective move that's completed. And now I think we're going to make our way up to this red box zone up here, which I'll just make bigger for everybody to see at 0.093 up to 0.1120. So that is MSMN. I think there's plenty more upside in that one over the short term. Next one I'm going to do is Hex and just bring that one up. And again, I'm going to switch back to the daily chart. And this one is where we gave that blue box reversal zone again, which is bang on. What I've got here, I've got a red box reversal zone at 15.24 down to 14.76 pence. And I think that what we're going to see here is another wave to the upside. If we can sort of make our way and break above sort of this prior high here at 29.05 should give us that 30.65 to 35.8 pence. So for me, another one which I think is pretty clear. We've had sort of a wave one, but a big long very complex correction there. I think we're going to get another wave up into that red box zone there. So that is Hex looking very good. Next one I'm going to do is Matt D. And this one, again, this has had a good week as well, hasn't it? But sold off pretty badly. Big wick off candle there all the way down. But for me, I think that, if we can break this prior higher at 2.5, I think we're going to see trading up to 2.75 to 3.11 pence and possibly higher. I've got some bigger targets there, but let's get to that first red box zone first. Next one I'm going to do is Salt. And if I just get that one up here, and this one here is where I've got a blue box reversal zone at 46.1 down to 34 pence. And it's sort of tagged that, I think, sort of Wednesday. And for me, hopefully that the bulls can step in here and we can see a bit of positive trading. The bulls step in and we can make another wave higher into this red box zone here at 119.5 to 139.5. But clearly we need to break that 104.5 pence first before that's an active target. So Salt, worth doing some research, seeing what that's all about. IMM is my next one. And if I bring that one up, this one here, absolutely fantastic call yet again. We've had this blue box reversal zone here at 3.14, but down to 2.22, which we highlighted. We said around this level, 2.2.5, that it looked like it's ready to go. And indeed it has. Sort of for me, I think that, we should, if we can break this prior high, sort of hold above sort of 6.25 pence, should bring us up to this red box zone here at 9.44 to 11.2 pence. So IMM, worth doing some research. Next one I'm going to do is SPI, and this one here is another absolutely bang on call from us again. We had that blue box reversal zone at 183.4 down to 186.4, which indeed we've seen the ball step in. But for me, it's going to be a tricky one to sort of put a target on that. We need to sort of break this prior high at 269. Could give us a really big target at sort of 386 to 445. But let's just see how we go on that sort of, if we can sort of break the 200 pence barrier, hold above, then see where we go from there. So one we're keeping an eye on. Next one I'm going to do is PAT, this one, if I get that up. Panthera Resources. For me, I had that red box zone, which we sort of hit back here, and we've blasted above and out of that. So I'm just switch to the weekly chart again. And for me, I think this is another one where, as long as the bulls can keep control here, I think we could see a break of this prior high at 38.8 and attack this red box here at 41.2 to 51.5, all the way up there. But obviously it needs to have good news, but that's looking a pretty impulsive move, and I don't think that's over. So I think there's more upside in PAT. Next one I'm going to do is CAR. And just get this one up. And let's have a look at another one, which we call bang on again. We had that blue box reversal zone at 24.6 down to 20.7. Indeed, that was correct call yet again. And for me, I think if we can break this prior high, sort of breaking the hold above sort of 33 pence, should give us this red box zone target up here at 56.8 to 67.2 pence. So CAR, worth doing some research, seeing what that one's all about. Next one I'm going to do is TYM. I think this is a chart request actually. But this one I haven't covered off for a little while. I had a blue box reversal zone down here, which I don't think I've actually covered off. But for me, if the bulls can keep in control here, which had a good weekly candle, should hopefully bring us up to this first red box zone target here at 0.0798 up to 0.0922 pence. So TYM, worth doing some research, see what's going on there. But it's something in a nasty decline, hasn't it? But fingers crossed for shareholders that can head up to that first target there. And we've got another one up there, but let's get to the first target first. Next one I'm going to do is Invinity Energy Systems, IES. And this one here, I think that, for me, it's had a massive sell-off, didn't it? For some reason, I think there was a big seller, but I think that, we sort of had a wave one here, might get a little bit of a pullback, or might continue. But for me, I think that we should hopefully, if bulls can keep control, head towards that red box target zone there at 19.612 up to 22.84 pence. So that's IES. We're doing some research, see what's going on there. OMG is my next one. And if I just get that one up, Oxford Metrics. This one here, it's had a bit of a better week, hasn't it? It's sort of broken back into that blue box zone there. And for me, what I really want to see is a sort of break above 65 pence at the top of the box, break and hold above that. Hopefully we can go on and fill that gap at sort of 74.5 pence. So that is OMG, worth doing some research. So what's going on there? Gap fill play. Next one I'm going to do is WSBN, and if I can get that one up. And this one is another one that we didn't have a blue box reversal zone, but we did say that we thought we were going to fill some of these gaps. And it does look like we're on the way to fill this one here, isn't it, at 0.28 pence. So I think that's sort of first target, and then see where we go from there. So you're not saying that the move's going to be over, but I just think that, that is the obvious first target for the bulls. So 0.28 is where I think that's going to be heading over the short term. Next one I'm going to do is Zoo. And just get this one up, Zoo Digital. And for me, this one here, if we can break and hold above that to sort of 14 pence level, so top of that blue box there, who knows? We could go and fill that gap there at 26.7p, I think, isn't it? Yeah, 26.9, 26.7. So that is Zoo. We're doing some research. But for me, that would be the obvious point of call, and then reassess the situation. That's still good. Bag and a half, isn't it? So worth doing some research on that one. Next one I'm going to do is Zoo with a 2M1, and I haven't done this one for a long while. And for me, this one, I don't particularly have a blue box reversal zone. I'd be lying if I said I do, but I think that's a pretty, clear sort of 1, 2, 3. So we should expect a 1, 2, 3 at least to the upside. So not saying it's going to go that high, but it's a tiny market cap. It's worth doing some research. I think there's some really interesting people on the board, so worth doing some research to see what it's all about. Obviously, drop the right news. Tiny market cap could go anywhere, so worth having a look. Next we're going to do is THRU and through. Just get that up. And this one here is another great call from us, isn't it? We said that that blue box reversal zone, which is absolutely correct. It's obviously got a few gaps here. So the first point of call there is 2.76 pence. There is bigger gaps up here. I think, look at that one there, at 6.3. So there's an awful lot of gaps. If you like gap plays, worth doing some research. Next we're going to do is LND, and just get that one up. I haven't covered this one off for a long time. Just get the right one. LND, there we go, and just get rid of that. So for me, this one here, I had a blue box reversal zone here at 3.34 down to 3 pence. Not too sure whether we've posted on that, but it's a bit of a tricky one. I really want to see a break and a hold above sort of 4.88 pence. To do that, I think then the bulls are in complete control, and I think we could attack this prior higher at sort of 6 pence and head up to this red box zone that I've got here at 7.1 down to up to 8.25 pence. So LND, worth doing some research. What I don't want to see, we don't want to see a break below sort of 2.96 pence. A break and hold below that wouldn't be a good sign. So LND. Fingers crossed, bulls can keep it going. Next one I'm going to do is CAD, and I don't think I've covered this one for a long while, have I? No, so that's a blue box. It's sort of there. It's if you can break above here. So this one's quite interesting in the fact that it's sort of gone to that original blue box, sort of broke above it quite significantly, and then we've had a pullback, and obviously the bulls are coming back into play here. I think if we can break above sort of 6.2, hold above that, I think that should trigger this red box zone up here at 8.95 up to 10.3 pence. So that's potentially a bagger, isn't it? So worth doing some research. Obviously, it's had a really good run already, but the bulls still think there's more upside, so worth doing some research. Next one I'm going to do is GSCU, and I think I'm getting close. I think it's going to be my last one for the day, actually. GSCU. This one we've called really well, haven't we? You know, we sort of took that back down here at 1p and then 1.3, which was absolutely bang on. And then we sort of called the tops here. We thought that 408 was going to be to 4.92, which was absolutely bang on. We said that when it was down at 1p, so absolutely brilliant call. But for me, you know, we're having a bit of a corrective play at the moment, but I think as long as we can stay above 3 pence, break above 5.25, I think you're going to see trading up to this red box zone here at 7.2 up to 8.3 pence. And I think they've got loads of good news. So worth doing some research, seeing what that's all about. That's me for today. Hopefully back again tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. See you again soon.